Hi, welcome back to the Deadly Affirmations video book. We're going to finish up the third part of chapter 6 today. Just a little bitty bit of a snippet, but it'll keep us till we start chapter 7. Anyway, if you're ready, here we go. Patience took off her backpack and then her wig and put the wig inside. She shook out her brown curly hair. The rest of her costume would just have to stay. Should she go home and change, or wait a minute? There was a yellow glow past the trees in the park, a Waffle House. Patience had worked up an appetite, and she was still buzzed from the absinthe. It took her 5 minutes to reach the golden light. She walked inside the restaurant and headed for a table in the corner. There were some hippies with a bad case of the munchies to her left, busily watching something that only they could see. An older couple, counting their retirement pennies for a night on the town, who looked at her with disapproving scowls. A couple of solid-looking truck drivers, rigs were parked in the lot out back, slugging down bacon, eggs, hash browns, and coffee, and a couple of bored-looking waitresses, a skinny teenage black girl texting on her phone, and a tired bleached blonde who came over with a carafe of coffee. "Evening, honey. Coffee?" the woman said. "Yes, please." The waitress poured Patience a mug full of joe and asked, "Do you know what you want to order?" "Yes, ma'am. May I please have an order of biscuits and gravy and then a slice of pecan pie for dessert?" The waitress smiled. "It appears that you had a better night than I did, sweetheart. I'll get that order right in." Patience sipped the coffee, and within 10 minutes the waitress was back with a sinful-looking plate of grilled biscuits smothered in creamy sausage gravy. The waitress laughed when she put the plate down on the table and said, "That stuff is liquid crack. I know, I've been eating it for 40 years. Patience cut a piece of biscuit, speared it with her fork, and swirled it around in the greasy goodness. She put it into her mouth, chewed and swallowed. "My Lord, yes," she gasped, "but I've got to save some room for the pie." The waitress laughed again. "Just do the best you can, honey," and walked back to her other customers. An hour later, Patience was so full that she wasn't sure if she could even get home, but she paid her check and left. She walked 2 blocks and found a bus stop for her line. She sat on a wooden bench under a streetlight. The night was quiet. Eventually her bus came and she paid for her fare. She was home and in bed by 2 a.m. It was now Sunday, a new day, a day of rest.